we go. Okay, so started off just really by doing a notification for a haulier. We'll just put in a few values. So the system's found it out so far as being just a construction use notification. But supposing the chap actually, once he picks up the load, he realises, hey, we're actually a bit heavier than we declared. We're actually going to be 47 tons. The system then says, yep, okay, this is indeed needs to go to the structure owning authorities as well. And then they've got to enter in the actual details. So let's just put in a few. Down. Configuration weight is less than total axle weight, 24. That's 24 in it. Yeah, let's put these down. 1,500. Come on. Let's try it again. Yep, and it's happy. So there's quite a few checks going to the haulier before they can actually move it. And supposing they try to move it, say on Friday, again flags up imminent movement. So hopefully they'll learn to avoid that. Let's move to there and let's go from ribbon to Gisborough. So it takes them to the map. Let's go. Going to and the route. Let's say we want to keep that as it is. Okay, save that. See, there we are, straight away an unsuitable structure, but let's, for the sake of interest, we'll say the haulier ignores that. No, it's still warning, yeah, we've still got affected, yeah, never mind. We will just continue on our way. And again, it warns us, but yeah, we're just going to plough through. Set the times. Tick the box for indemnity. Give a description. Send. Okay, so the haulier has sent that notification. Right, let me just stop this. And I will get myself logged on. Okay, so now logged on as North Yorkshire County Council. So this is what the inbox looks like when you first log in to ESDAL on the Structure Owning Authority portal. So we can see all the column headings much the same. Suitability column, obviously that last notification we just put on the system has got an unsuitable. Now by default the system only shows you notifications which haven't been opened, and we can toggle that with the little slider here. Which will reveal all notifications. There are also filter options in here under status. So you get unopened, opened, whether they've been accepted. And perhaps of more note is the imminent movement. So if you want to filter on notifications that have come through to you without giving the requisite number of days notice, you can filter on them. Also, if you assign notifications to different people in your team, you can select them by that. Okay, and then under movement, your different categories of notification. Movement dates, like the date it's intending to move on, the dates received, things like whole year reference number, even the whole year name. And then down to the advanced filters, where you can filter on suitability. So if you want to see only those notifications which come through as not suitable, or include the marginal ones within banding as well. And you can even filter on a variety of vehicle dimensions, even adding multiple dimensions if you so wish. Clear out of that, shut it down. Now, again, these column headings, they are orderable, as it were. Now, by default, things are in received order, but you can click on that to switch the order around. And the same for things like ESDAL reference or type. Okay, so that's got the movement list. But before we leave the movement list, there is this folder icon at the far left, where you can create folders. So everything, all notifications are always held within the old folder. But if you wanted to add a new folder, click on the three dots, new folder. It's a name. Let's go for special orders, for instance. That creates that. And then if we were to say search on movement types, special orders, click search. And that obviously has filtered out all these special orders. If you want to select them all, just tick the box and then just drag one of them, and all those ticked will get moved across and drag them over to the special order folder. Then we can just open up that. And there they all are. And once things are you've done with the items within the folder, if you want to remove them, just select the ones you want to get rid of. Then from the select action, choose to remove from folder. Yes, we want to remove them. And that then takes them out. You can add subfolders within folders, or rename the folder, or in this instance, let's just delete it. Put it back to as it was. Okay, and put that away. So let's open up this notification that we just sent. Perhaps the first improvement you'll notice we do have the map straight away, and we can make this full screen as well. Then you might want to zoom in your area of responsibility and select the affected structures, and structures which are unsuitable obviously appear as red. Toggle that down, and then continuing down, we've got the usual vehicle summary, so you can see all the vehicle details. Working our way down, the route overview shows you all the roads from start to end, but perhaps of more use would be the roads en route, which shows you then the only roads which are, say, your responsibility. And then, of course, they get the affected structures. And once you're scrolling your way down, rather than having to scroll the way back up, the little icon here sends you back to the top. Then you probably want to change the collaboration status, so click on the pencil icon and set it as either accepted or rejected, and then add whatever collaboration note. And once you type something in, you can tick the box to add it to your library. So if you've got a set of responses that you make on a regular basis, you can slowly start to save things up into your library and then just import straight from your library straight into the collaboration box, then save it, and you're good to go. Okay, so now what else? You'll note now that the auto response has its own menu option rather than being hidden away under the user. So again, if you want to have a ESDAL send out a auto response to all notifications received, you just tick the box to enable it, and then you can type in a auto response text message, or if you wish to have something with a bit more detail or like maps, that kind of thing, you can browse a PDF and that will get sent out to all notifications instead, or as well as the text message. For all the other options, let's go under structures. Now you know that obviously the structures are all shown in a list, and you can select on them to find them. But now we've done much the same with constraints. So rather than having to view them on a map and find them that way, you can instead see them on this list. To easier locate them, let's increase the numbers. And all these ones with a red cross under the active column. So once a constraint has timed out, so it's past its end by date, then it becomes inactive and won't be triggering anymore. So we could just open up some of these, see where they are on the map. View the details, and because this one's out of date, you can just click that to remove it, but we'll leave it for now. And it's much the same for adding constraints. Just use whichever type is best to add another caution to the system. Let's just go back to structures. Again, the filters are all over this side now, and it's much the same filtering as before. So let's go on, say, weight screening and search, and it will return all the structures with weight limits applied. Let's see if there's any clear that filter by clicking on that. go for structure type, under and over. So when you open up an under and over, it's obviously have to then choose which section you want to have a look at, and then edit via the post constraints. Okay, so
Richard, we've got a question from Jason. He says, is there visibility between authorities so he can see if another authority has rejected the move?
No, there isn't. At least currently there isn't. I know it's something that's been requested by police in particular.
And if anybody has any questions, you can pop them into the Q&A. We can address them.
Looks like that's gone over all the new functionality. Everything else is much as it was.
Give it a couple more minutes in case anyone's got any questions. Okay, in which case, if there are no other questions, we'll leave it there for today. The recording will be available after this in the chat, but it'll also be put on the ESDAL.info website, so you can refer back to it. And if anybody thinks of any other questions throughout the day or over the next few days, just drop me an email and I'll do my best to reply to them. Oh, hang on, I have one more question. So Warwick says, are there going to be links in the email straight to the notification? You still there, Richard?
All right, that's on the email that ESDAL sends out, a link straight through to the website. No, I don't believe so.
That's something we could perhaps add to the suggestion list for after go live.
Right, and Aaron's asking, yeah. Right, so obviously I bulled through that particular Holier notification, but they can certainly, if when they see an unsuitable structure, they can certainly change the route to avoid them, and then obviously save the new route, and then they'll get put through the assessment again to see if there's anything new flags up. So it's only really when they're happy with the route should they submit it.
Okay, I think we'll leave it there for today then. Thank you all very much.
Yep. Goodbye now.